Hi, I'm Jebby. I recently traded my 2022 Volvo XC40 Recharge for a Genesis GV60 Performance. I'd had the XC40 for 3 years and 28,000 miles, and in the first episode I did a long-term owner review which you can watch on my YouTube channel. The XC40 did great for 3 years. It was practical, safe, extremely fun to drive, and I'm just a huge fan. However, for this next purchase, I wanted a performance car and I was looking for very high-end luxury. After 3 years, this durable XC40 looks incredible. But what I was looking for was some real wow factor. In this second episode, I will feature my 2024 Genesis GV60 Performance. Look at this car, it's bold and luxurious and striking. I know this design may not be for everyone, but it is definitely making a statement. The car does 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds. It has heads-up display, premium sound, amazing luxury interior, ventilated and massage seats. It was at the top end of my budget, but I was not compromising on any features I've ever wanted. And there are so many ways that you can access this car. Like, number one, you get a little key. Then you also get the key fob. You have a digital key on your phone, and that's a face reader over there. All just to open a car. This might be a little bit too much for some people, but if you're somebody who loves technology and you want all the bells and whistles, it is awesome to have this. Inside the car, there is a fingerprint scanner, and this controls profiles and access. The steering wheel is well designed, and on the left hand side it has the highway driving assistant, which is a semi-autonomous driving feature. On the left you also see the drive mode button, and this gives you comfort, eco and sport modes, and that Bruce Banner like green boost button on the right takes this car from 429 horsepower to 483 horsepower for 10 seconds. This is shot from the driver's point of view, and it is a luxurious, beautiful place to be. The car's party trick is this crystal ball in the center console. When you switch the ignition on, it flips over and the crystal gear becomes a crystal gear shift. And underneath that, you'll notice there are physical buttons for the seat ventilators and seat heaters, as well as the camera. This is something missing in a lot of cars these days. Please notice this location in the center console, very convenient, right next to your right hand. And these physical buttons are not only convenient, they are a huge safety feature, and I don't know how I live without them. Take a look at how many controls you have in your seat. You have seat extenders, and the lower cushion has 2 zones that can be adjusted separately. Then you also have 4-way lumbar support, and it also has side bolsters that hug the side of your back. What's very cool is that there's a setting that can automatically make these tighten when the car is in sport mode to hold you as you go around corners. The seat is Nappa leather, and it is buttery soft and some of the highest quality materials I've seen in a while. There's also cross-stitching used, which looks really great in this large seat design. It has seat heating as well as seat ventilators. The driver's seat has massage function available. This can be controlled on the seat or on the screen. It comes on during long drives every 30 minutes or so for just a few minutes to keep you comfortable and the blood flowing. It's really changed my long drives. The rear seat has a tiny little bit less legroom as well as headroom than the XC40, but it is so much more luxurious. Look at all this Nappa and cross-stitching in here. These rear seats also recline. The floor is flat, so it means that the middle seat is totally usable. And there's a 120 volt plug as well as USB-C. The panoramic moonroof is fixed, unlike the XC40, which opens. There is a really high quality 360 camera, and it is amazing how many views are available for both the front and the back. Lastly, it also creates a 3D image of your car and its positioning. It's technically amazing, but if I'm honest, this may be too much technology for many people. While I've wanted this, I fully recognized it can be confusing and maybe too much for some. Amazing. It is 17 speakers, and it's divided between tweeter and mid-range and bass, and put in multiple positions around the car. The only thing I wish it had is a better equalizer, but the system is really, really great. When you turn the car off, it always checks the back seat for passengers and cargo and lets you know if you've left anything behind. The GV60 is both an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus as well as a Euro NCAP 5-star with great passive safety and all the active safety features for alert and intervention that you could possibly want for. This is one of the safest EVs on the road. I want you to imagine that this car is reverse parked in a parking space, and it's in between two cars, and they're a little bit too close, and I'm trying to get this car out without scratching my door. This is something that's very difficult to do, but with this car, you can actually just use the remote control. So, first thing I gotta do is switch it on, all right? Let's figure that out. Takes a few seconds, but the car is switching on. I can hear it making noise now. Okay, I think it's booted up at this point. So now, on the key fob itself, there's an option for forward and backward. And I'm gonna try and move it forward so I can get out of the parking space. Okay, perfect. Now, and I can get in and go away. Isn't that amazing? This is my regular level 2 home charging unit. And this is how I typically use the car. Every single night I plug it in, just like my cell phone. And you just need to pop it open and you stick it like this. Never go to a fuel station. It's no different from the XC40 for me. It's just like charging a phone. But just in case you didn't know, it's going to tell you too, right? Every once in a while I go on these longer journeys and I DC fast charge, and it's been a game changer compared to the XC40, which typically takes about 40 minutes to an hour to charge. Whereas with this car, I'm noticing you can get it done in about 20 minutes. And so when I go on a usual trip, I usually stop, I have a coffee, and I stop and have a bathroom break. By the time I come back, my car is ready. So it is really, really game changing for the longer distance drives to have a car like this. I would have liked like 300-mile range, but what I'm finding is because it charges so fast, I don't really notice it as much. It's an excellent car.
We're going into the U-turn, and I'm actually going to let these cars go because I'm going to be gunning after them so quickly in a second. Okay, all right, this car's coming now, and so now I need to accelerate. Are you ready? At 0, go. 60, and back off. Pretty quick, right? 4.7 seconds, 0 to 60 time. And honestly, nobody needs more power than that, really. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Okay, I'll confess, I've always wanted more power than that, and that's exactly why I ended up getting the Genesis V60. Press the sport button. Oh boy, of course you want to go at this point. Like every little touch that I do on this throttle is just so responsive at this point. Now, we're going to take it up a notch, and what we're going to do is I'm going to hit the boost button and I'm going to go. And oh my god, is this car fast. Okay, I'm going to do left-hand turn. And we're gonna press this slowly like this, and I'm gonna hit the boost button. Go! Oh my god! What's it? Oh, that I passed 60 a long time back at that point, and I'm backing off. I'm back. It's too fast. This car is quick, really, really quick. And the amazing thing about it is, like I mentioned, most EVs kind of run out of power after a little while. This car just does not run out of power. It just keeps going.
You may be wondering at this point which is the better car for you. These videos should have shown you that there's great strengths to each one. What you should be asking is which is the more suitable car for your needs. Let me give you two ownership examples to show you this. If you have a small family with a younger child and you live in a city, then the XC40 does everything you need from a family in a city car. It has the space, the cargo, the easy parking, and a great Google connected system. It doesn't matter how much you want the GV60 in that format, it's probably not a good fit for your city needs. Alternatively, my new life involves travel and a lot of highway driving. A cruiser like the GV60 is perfect. It delivers on luxury, technology, and convenience for my situation. My week-long journeys just feel so easy now in this car. I'd never considered Genesis much of a luxury brand prior to getting this car. To my pleasant surprise, the fit, the finish, the quality, and just the feel and personality of the car is excellent. Great job, Genesis. Now let me ask you all, which is the more suitable car for your needs? I would love to hear your comments about which one you liked. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the share button. Thank you for watching.